Starting something new can be scary, but I finally launched my YouTube channel, and let me tell you why. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. Lovely to have you here. We're gonna get right into it. So basically, as you can probably tell by now, I launched my YouTube channel. But if you didn't watch my first video, then you may not know that it's actually been a long time coming for me to do this video. To give you a little bit of a backstory, but go watch the last video if you didn't see it already. I have been putting this off for quite some time. This is something that I felt very led to do back in 2023. And it wasn't until just last week, last Saturday, March 15th of 2025, that I finally stepped out on faith and I posted the video. So you know that feeling that you get when you just can't shake it? Like you keep thinking about something over and over and over. It keeps popping up in your mind no matter how hard you try to ignore it, pretend like it's not there, but it just keeps popping up and it becomes a daily thing. So that was me. That was me ever since August of 2023. I kept thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I thought that was weird because I'm much more quiet, reserved. I'm not really one to put myself out there. That is just out of the norm for me. So deciding to put myself publicly on a platform was just crazy to me. But it was that thought, that nagging thought that I could not shake. But I was like, okay, there's gotta be something in this. And because I was too afraid to start it, I was like, okay, well, that must mean something. It must mean that there is something connected to me showing up and saying yes to this assignment. This is something that I've been putting off for so long. And when I finally kind of got the courage to start the channel, record a video, edit it, and be ready to put it on YouTube, I chickened out and I never posted the video. I had all of these things going through my head. What's the channel name gonna be? What's the channel gonna be about? And so I didn't feel confident in posting it. I didn't feel confident in just moving anyway. So what took me so long to finally post my first video? I tend to overthink. I'm over here thinking about X, Y, and Z and how this might not be right and this might not look right and I might not sound the right way or I might not look the right way, whatever. All of these different things that were popping up, excuses ultimately of why I wasn't doing what I knew I was supposed to be doing. All of these little details that probably in the grand scheme of things don't mean much meant a lot to me. And I knew without a shadow of a doubt that I was supposed to be starting to post on YouTube. Now, why I was supposed to be doing it, didn't know. Still don't. Don't have all the answers. I just know that I feel led to do it. Don't know what's gonna happen. Don't know what's gonna come out of it. But it is something that fear stood in the way of, and so I'm not gonna let fear have the final say any longer. To be able to constantly show up, not only for whoever's on the other end of the screen, but simply to show up for myself, to be able to trust that I can do this, you know? I never would have seen myself just speaking to a camera, especially the way I'm set up. I like to be more reserved, more in the background. This is new, this is different, it's exciting, but it's also something that has sparked a lot of fear in me that I'm no longer going to let win. A couple of other things that kind of made me a little bit hesitant to start my channel is self-doubt, just not thinking that I would be good enough to do it, and thinking already what other people are going to say. There's that fear of judgment, thinking that other people aren't going to approve of it, people aren't going to understand it, people aren't going to relate to it, whatever. Other people's validation was more important to me than it should have been. Also, fear of failure. On the flip side of that, fear of success. What if I fail? What if I don't do well? What if I'm not successful in this thing? And on the other hand, what if I do well? Like, what does that look like? I don't know. It's the fear of the unknown one way or the other. Like, it could be great. It could be not so great. Who knows? But ultimately, every single reason that I had for not starting the channel was fear. Fear was the thing that held me back. If you refuse to act on whatever it is that you desire to do because you are afraid, you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna feel stagnant. That's exactly how I felt. I kept thinking over and over and over, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. But I could do it. I had to get over the hurdle that fear was placing in front of me. And if we want to put some Bible on that, 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind." Okay? Fear is not something that comes from God. But it was something that I was constantly folding under pressure to. I didn't think that I could do it because I was too afraid to step out and try. Here we are 5 months later after recording that video that just sat there. I promise you that video, it just sat on my phone. It just sat on my phone and got lost in the camera roll for 5 months until I finally was like, all right, now is the time to get out of my own way and just post the video and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? It flops. Okay. I say that now, it's fine, what's the worst that could happen? But up until this point, every time I ask myself, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, I had a long list of worst things that could happen. But, you know, as time has gone on, and I've just gotten to a point where I don't want to walk in fear anymore. I just simply want to do what I want to do. Whatever I feel called to do, whatever I feel like God is pushing me towards, I want to be that person that just does it, because I'm trusting that it's going to work out for me. I'm trusting that God is going to have my back. I'm trusting that it's going to go smoothly. No, probably not smoothly, but I mean, it might. I don't know. But I'm trusting that it's going to be okay, and I'm going to be okay. It's okay. And another thing, I think sometimes we underestimate God's ability to redirect us. Sometimes we feel like, okay, if we don't do it a certain way and we fail, then we're stuck and it doesn't get any better and we just go downhill from there. But that's the thing, like when you don't know whether or not you feel called to do something, like for me, when I first was thinking about doing this channel, I had so many different thoughts going through my mind. That's that overthinking coming in. But in my mind, if I do this and it goes wrong, what happens? But God can redirect that. So even if I do make this decision and it's the wrong decision for me and I shouldn't have done it or whatever, God can still meet me wherever I am and point me back into the right direction. But ultimately, why did I start this channel? One, of course, to be obedient to what God told me to do. Yes. But two, I told God from the jump, if this is something that I'm going to do, it has to be intentional. It has to have a purpose. It has to have something that comes out of it. Even if that purpose is simply just to see my own personal growth, okay. And one of the things for me, there are channels that I watch that inspire, they uplift, they motivate. Those are my favorite types of channels. What I want this channel to be, I want it to be uplifting. I want it to be motivational. I want it to be inspiring and encouraging. I love when channels are like that. I love when I can see videos that really just ignite something in me. Videos where it challenges me, it still pushes me forward. And that's ultimately what I want to be able to do as well. If I'm going to show up and do my absolute best to pour into whoever's on the other end of this camera, I want to be intentional about it. I want you to come and watch this video and feel better than you felt before you came and watched it once you leave it. You know, I simply want to show up and be to somebody else what these other channels have been to me. But even if it's just simply, okay, she did it, so I can do it too. She started something, so now this thing that I've been putting off, I can start it too. Even if it's just a little bit of a push. Because sometimes that's all we need. We just need a little, you know, that's all. I'm hoping that my channel can be that, but at the same time, just be able to document my life so that years down the line, I can look back on this channel and these videos that I've been posting in 2025, and I can see the growth. I can see what's happened. I can see how my life has changed, how I've evolved as a person. I can have moments to look back on, but then also move myself forward and hopefully those who are connected to me forward as well. The vision that I have for my channel is to cultivate a community where people feel seen, people feel heard, people feel represented and understood a little bit better. I mean, one of the things that I've kind of struggled with in the past is feeling like I'm just not understood. I just am who I am, and I'm learning to really embrace that. Over these last few years, I've been loving who I am. There's still, of course, battles every single day, but I'm proud of who I've become, and I want other people to feel that too. I want people to see themselves in me and the things that I do and the things that I say, and understand that it doesn't take much. You don't have to have a whole lot for God to still use you and for God to still pour into you and bless you. But the little that you do have, God can take that, he can multiply it, and he can make something different out of it that you would have never even imagined. So hopefully people feel inspired in some way by the videos that I post. Little old me posting this video, it could bless somebody. So I hope it does, you know. Some people might watch this and be like, oh, you know what? She started something, so I can do it too. Whatever that is for you, whatever thing has been holding you back, make a plan for that. Make a plan to actually start, because sometimes that literally is the hardest part. Think about what is it that you've been wanting to start and why have you not started? And if you're in the same boat with me and fear is the reason that you haven't started, then I would go ahead and challenge you to let's make a plan for that and let's go ahead and start anyway. Even without all the answers, even without all the connections, even without all the supporters, whatever you feel like you don't have, that's okay. Just start with what you've got. You never know what will come out of it. I would encourage you to reflect on the things that you want out of life. For me, even though YouTube didn't really seem to make much sense, once it was something that I just kept thinking about, I wanted it more and more. I wanted to feel comfortable and confident enough to post on YouTube. And I'm still, you know, we're getting there, baby steps. So just reflect on it. Even if it seems like it doesn't make any sense why I would want this, what is it that you want? It doesn't matter. Even if it's something simple, like I just want to start a YouTube channel and I want to be confident while I do it. Okay, cool. Think about that. And then think about what is something small, a small action step that you can take. Let's make something happen in 2025. Let's do things differently in 2025. I know that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to have a repeat of every single year feeling like I still don't have a voice. I still don't have this. I still don't have that. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, and that's what I'm doing. And in 2025, I'm believing that something is going to be different for me. And I'm believing that something's going to be different for you too. So we in this together. So what can you expect from me? Like I said in my last video, listen, I'm still trying to figure that out. I am going to do my best, the best that I have to give. I'm going to continue to learn and continue to grow and do the best that I can with what I've got. So yeah, I think that's enough for this. That's all I've got today. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around to the end, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.